Hey mate, can I ask you a serious question for a second? Let me guess. You want to know what I think about mainstream media, right? Mate, how can you possibly know what my serious question for a second would be? Mate, you're an idiot. I literally write all our quality scripts, edit these highly professional videos together, and voice both puppets. Oh, good point. Just while we're on the subject, what do you mean by quality scripts? Anyway, shut up for a second! Mate, you want to tempt me into replacing your character with like a rock or something? Because I'll do it. Don't forget when I turned you into a hand in that episode. Alright, I'll be good. But seriously though, mainstream media these days actually isn't news. It's pretty much just digital activism. Like, haven't you noticed how pretty much everything the corrupt news network CNN posts is pretty much all anti-American or anti-Trump or just straight up negativity? There's like literally never anything positive. I mean, they could actually take a picture of a mother with a little white baby and spin the narrative so that she somehow comes across as a white supremacist, indoctrinating hatred into the baby or something, when actually she was just saying a bedtime story. So, you're saying they're pretty much just fake news, like Donald Trump's always calling them? Ah, I'm glad you asked, mate. You see, they actually try and turn any story into a news headline to get views, even turning non-stories into major incidents. So mate, why do they even do this? Just for like ratings or something? Well, see, they actually have various political agendas, but one reason is to actually keep the country divided, like with racial wars and stuff, because this actually creates a hostile environment for actual news stories to come up. You know, like looting and burning and things like that. Their fake news can actually create real news. They pretty much try and create their own demand, even if it means tearing lives and communities apart in the process. Like, haven't you noticed that they always seem to point out the skin type of the person? Like, it always seems to be a white cop killing a black guy, or a white politician saying this, or a black guy doing that. It's never just a person in general. They always have to have a label of some sort. Or, like, if it's a Middle Eastern person who happens to commit a crime, they just automatically call it a terrorist attack. But not only that, most of the mainstream media in the US is actually aligned to the Democrat Party or just neo-communists in general. Groups like Antifa, who pretty much just want to see the country burn. Mate, what's an Antifa? Well, you see, Antifa is actually short for Anti-Fascist Action. It's actually a fanatical left-wing neo-communist group based originally in the 1930s as a paramilitary wing of the Communist Party of Germany. The modern ones call themselves anti-fascists, though they're actually technically hypocrites because they themselves actually use fascist thuggery against pretty much anyone who opposes their commie motives. So here's actually a picture of the original logo from the 1930s from Germany, and you can compare it side by side with the modern version that the hypocrites use. So mate, what do you suggest we do about companies like CNN? Well, see, the best way to counter all the like CNN and MSNBC race baiting and all their divisive lies and misinformation is pretty much just don't watch. Like, just consider it trash in virtual form. Or just assume the narrative is a complete lie and think of the total opposite. Like what people do with the Chinese state media, because it's pretty much just all propaganda departments like the Global Times. And they do indeed lie with every breath.